If you're like me and you shoot a lot of weddings and events and you need a tripod that's light, mobile, affordable, high quality, then this K&F Concept tripod is for you. Check this out. I shoot a lot of weddings and I carry 3 tripods with me to my wedding gigs because during the ceremony I have 3 cameras up, one in the back, one facing the groom, one facing the bride. I need it to be light. Recently, I carried 3 heavy tripods with me in a bag and the bag ripped. And it's also such a pain in the butt to carry 3 heavy tripods on top of all your gears, 3 cameras and lights and so on. So I'm constantly trying to look for the cheapest method, but also not too cheap, right? So I do carry with me that one $20 cheap tripod with me, and it's light. It does the job. I just need the camera to stay still. But anytime that I need to move the camera, because maybe I need a pan or things like that, then it's a no-go. It's, it jerks, it shakes. It's not good to use a cheap tripod, obviously, when filming, because anytime you need to move, it's very difficult to move with ease. So it's only meant to be light, it's only meant to stay in place. And of course, I got the expensive $200, $300 cameras with fluid heads, metal, but they're kind of heavy, they're bulky, so they're not that mobile. But I carry one with me because I do need to do panning and movement. So I needed something in the middle. I need my 3rd tripod to be versatile. I need it to be light, I need it to be small, but I need it to be smooth also. This is a tripod from K&F Concept. K&F Concept, I use a lot of their filters, their variable angle filters. It's not the cheapest, but it's definitely very affordable. And it comes with a little rubber cover. So I'm used to this company, but I recently got their tripod. This tripod is primarily for photography. Obviously, there's no handles and things like that, but I need it to work for me. For your studio, you could use a tripod like this. This one is one of my favorite. Thank God they made a tripod like this because first off, it's super light, right? It's lighter than my cheap $20 Walmart tripod. See how thin that is? I could grip it with my hand. It's very thin, and in my camera bag, if I need to carry around a tripod, I could just attach it to the side, and there you go. It's not that big, right? So this is so useful. It's super light. It's made out of carbon fiber, so it's super light. When you extend your legs, I love it. I have tripods like this, but it doesn't have this feature where you pop out. It has a little click. There's some kind of a release mechanism. So it's not like on my other tripods where you rotate to tighten up. This one has some kind of a grip at the very end of it. It has a firm grip, but it releases that grip when you turn and you hear that click. And that's when you could, move it around. So there's some kind of extra grip that happens. I don't know scientifically or if it's a fact or anything like that, but you feel it. You could just tighten it up and you feel a little click when it lets go. So there's something about that tactile feel, because sometimes you gotta change the height of your tripod real quick, and just having that feel just makes it so much easier. So I love that. So this thing is so versatile. What I really love about this tripod is really the fluid head. So it's made for photography, but it's definitely good for video for sure. When you have the camera on and you need to pan, it is super smooth, super smooth. A lot of my video cameras are mirrorless cameras. I probably wouldn't use my big red camera on top of this, put that much weight on it, but I have a lot of mirrorless cameras that I use for my weddings, and with that kind of weight, it's worthwhile. And what I love about this is you could kind of set the pressure of the ball head right here, and at certain pressure, you could just turn and it'll stay put. So if I could have a camera here, and when I turn it, it'll stay put. So when I'm running around and I'm shooting an event, my wedding for example, I need to aim over there, I turn and face and it just stays put. I love that. Even with a fluid video head, you still have to loosen up the handle, kind of get it up there and turn and kind of position yourself, right? So there is a slight time that you need to use to get into position. This thing is 70 inches tall. At least you have that option to have a camera position high above the people that's sitting down with the bride and groom. This can also be a monopod. One of the leg, it even says it right here, detachable monopod, and it's got a little rubber grip around it. You could take this out and then make it into a monopod. So that's cool for photography, for video. If you need to be mobile when you're hiking, if you need a monopod, why not get this tripod so that you have an option to use it as a tripod or a monopod. If you need to photograph or video all the way to the ground, you could actually take this off and make it so that the head is on the bottom. So you could detach it and the camera is now on the bottom of the tripod. So that's neat if you need to get ground level shots of photos or video. It's got a tiny little hook right over here. So if you got your bag, then you could hook your bag onto it to give it extra weight so that it doesn't fly away, since it is kind of light. It can hold up to 33 pounds. So if you technically want to put a red camera, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it just because, you know, you get a big camera, you want something very strong to carry your $10,000 camera, right? So, but it can if you need it to. Yeah, this is a very cool tripod. It comes with a little bag like this. I love it. Zip it up, good to go. So if you need any tripod, the fact that there's so many different kinds of tripods out there, and the fact is any tripod will work for you to put the camera on and to get a video like this. But why not just get something like this that's affordable, carbon fiber, light, and it's got so much options. Be a monopod, have the camera below it, 70 inches high, comes with a nice little bag like this. I recommend this light. Discount code and link below. Okay, so I have my top 15 wedding photo action LUTs on the Koji link below, and if you guys support it, I thank you so very much. And I also have an ebook for sale too, at 10 bucks. If you guys are interested in my little ebook on how to photograph weddings, I got photo samples and just all these things that you need to prep for, and it's a good guide to help you get ready for your first wedding or your second or third wedding. So if you do get it, thank you so much for supporting me and my family. And just real quick guys, if you guys are interested in getting some free training videos on photography, video, drone, and all these things you can do with your camera so that way you can live the life of freedom, then go to my website, cameratofreedom.com, hook me up with your name and your email, and I will send you every once in a while some cool stuff. And if you do, welcome to Camera to Freedom, and I will see you next time.